Here we are, Villainous Wednesday, week 6. Today, we have the final one of this box. We have Jafar. This one can be confusing because there's lots of ways that your opponents can make it so you're not going to win. And they can still work on theirs, and you have to do extra things. So you have to be prepared for almost anything. I realize that would be a line for a scar board, but this is Jafar. Anyways, the locations. First, we have the Sultan's Palace. After that, we have the Streets of Agrabah. Then we have the Oasis. And then we have the Locked Cave of Wonders. So after a quick look, you're probably going to be spending a lot of time in the Oasis. But, who wouldn't want to spend time in the Oasis, right? Because here you can get your 3 power, play a couple cards. But the number one thing that you need is to find the magic lamp, a way to unlock the Cave of Wonders, and make sure the magic lamp gets over here. So we start playing and everything's going well. I'm sorry I just hit the camera. I haven't had a different setup. I wanted to try it out. And we get the magic lamp. So when the magic lamp comes into play, it goes right to the Cave of Wonders. Like in the movie. That's where it is. When the magic lamp comes into play, so does the genie. Now, to win, you need to have the genie under your control. And the lamp needs to be at the Sultan's Palace. That's a lot of motion. So, we already have this going, but we can't do anything because this is all locked. That's why you have to be able to play the Scarab Pendant. I think it would have been fun if it was 2 pieces, but you put that into play, and the lock goes away. It's, nice and easy, but it does have to stay in play. And then you can hypnotize, but you need power for that. Hypnotize works by paying the same amount as the hero's strength. And when they are hypnotized, they go to your side of the board. As the necessity. If you run out of hypnotizes, because of all the amount of heroes that they can put in play, you can have a snake staff in play. If you activate that and pay 1 power, a hypnotize can come back to your hand. And you'll need that because your opponents are going to play Aladdin against you. When Aladdin comes into play, for some reason, he gets to steal the lamp. So then you're going to hypnotize him, which is going to bring him and the lamp back down. But then, what happens? Your opponent is going to play Abu. And yes, he also steals the lamp. So you're going to trigger that again to hypnotize, paying for it, and putting them both to the bottom again. So now you've gotten rid of the 2 thieves that are going to take the lamp. There's many things in here, like how you can't I believe there's a sultan in here. Did I leave that on top? No, I didn't. Wait, no, carpet? Yeah. If they have the carpet in play, carpet has to go somewhere that, you want him to go. No other hero can be defeated with carpet in play, which means you cannot hypnotize heroes, because that does state that they are defeated. Now, you still need to move that lamp around. So, where'd the move spot go? I think I'm sitting on top of it. No, I'm not. Well, that means you need... Oops. I didn't do this properly. Nuts. One more? There he is. You need Iago. Iago is going to sit here with the lamp. Then you're going to activate him. And he's going to move 1 spot over. Seems kind of boring. But there is... I remember why I put these here. If, let's say Abu has the lamp here. You pay 2, you may move a hero to any location. So you can just teleport Abu to the Sultan's Palace. Then hypnotize. So You make it so you don't have to move things around, but that is what Abu is for in case you cannot do that, whether you don't have the card in hand or you don't have a hero holding the lamp. Now, there are ways that your opponent can break the hypnotization. He can also make it harder for you by giving characters savers or wishes to boost their strength and make it so it costs a lot less, or more rather, for you to be able to hypnotize them. But once you have these characters on your side of the board, it's a fairly good shot at winning. As long as they don't go into your discard, they can't get shuffled back into your deck. And yeah, so you just need Jafar on your side of the board and the lamp at the palace. As your turn starts, you take the win as Jafar. This one is one of the more tedious ones because you need certain things to fall into play, or it's a very slow grind to win. So you're probably going to be jumping around making sure that you hit the fate buttons to attack your opponents. But other than that, it's a fairly good board. It makes sense, except that, the scarab is in one piece instead of two. I thought it would be fun to have two cards, left piece and right piece. You had to put them together to unlock the Cave of Wonders. That would have been fun. But that brings us to the end of Villainous Green Box. Now, with all the expansions available, along with the other two gameplays, this is Disney. We could start getting into Marvel. We could start getting into Star Wars. I leave that up to you guys, or I'm just going to continue with Disney next week if I don't hear anything on this video. Other than that, stay safe, all that other fun stuff. Enjoy the game. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave comments, especially so that way I know what you guys want to see next. See you tonight for Lorcana, December 17th. See you then.